Welcome back to this week's changelog. Today we have 2 big releases alongside 16 other improvements and updates. Let's jump into it. This week we are introducing reporting and analytics for the CRM. It is now incredibly easy to report across your conversion, looking at your entire funnel, and analyzing the data across where folks are coming from, how they're moving through your pipeline, and what your volumes generally look like. Let's jump in and see how it works. So in the CRM, you'll notice that there's now a reporting tab visible for everyone. This takes you to your dashboard where you're able to see a view of all of your insights about your funnel. You can set up a funnel conversion insight that shows you how many leads move from stage to stage and what the absolute conversion rate looks like from the beginning of the funnel to the very end. So for example, I can see how many leads were created, of those leads, how many booked a tour, of those leads, how many completed a tour, and then how many enrolled. Playground also makes it really easy to see exactly of the leads created, how many actually enrolled. So whether you want to look at a local conversion rate from stage to stage or the absolute conversion rate from the top of funnel to the bottom of funnel, Playground makes it very easy to do so. You can also configure the settings on that view. So whether you're looking at the last 30 days, maybe the last month, or the last year, or all time, to get a sense of what your benchmarks should be. For our multi-site operators, folks with multiple locations, you can also filter based off of certain locations, certain markets, or certain states to get a sense of how your different regions are performing relative to each other. The other type of insight that you can create here is a volume-based one, where you can see any kind of insight. So for example, in this case, I wanted to take a look at all of my leads right now broken down by the stage that they're currently in. You can report on virtually anything. So one report that you might want to pull is show me all of my tour no-shows broken down by their source. Perhaps there's an influx of folks that are not showing up. You can trace back and say, hey, are they all coming from a particular source, maybe Facebook ads? And these leads generally are not as high quality. Playground makes it really easy for you to see that. It's also really easy just to get a good finger on the pulse on what general volume looks like. Again, this can be reported on across locations, across regions, across markets, if you have multiple locations. The options are endless here. This truly is a best-in-class report builder where you can pull in any amount of data, break it down however you want, visualize it however you want, and then stack it as part of your dashboard. The other major release of this week is the ability to edit the immunization schedule for your program. Today, the immunization schedule by default is set on the CDC guidelines, but now you're able to edit and adjust this as needed. Let's take a look at how this works. So under your general settings, there's now an immunization tracking setting under the center section, and you can click on edit immunization schedules to pull up the immunization schedule, and you can go in here and add as many doses to the schedule as you want. You can change the age range for when these doses need to happen. You can mark them optional or not, either individual doses or the entire shot itself. Of course, you can add or remove as many of these doses as you want, and if at any point in time you want to revert back to the general CDC guidelines, there's a button here to do that. That's it for this week's changelog. We'll see you next week.